The saying jab, 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 right hook, I mean, everybody knows that was popularized by Gary Vee, but the methodology behind what he's actually saying is nothing new. I mean, you can call it give, 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 ask. You can call it whatever you want, but in reality, it's how you convert strangers and even followers to fans and super fans is by giving. And in the music industry, you are an entertainer. So your first mission is to entertain. That's what you need to do. And if you are not out here entertaining people a bunch before you ask them for anything, you might as well just go and sell used cars, like I always say. Because you have to actually take people down the fan journey. And what the fan journey is, for those of y'all who don't know, is where you take strangers and you turn them into followers and then listeners, and then they become fans, and then they become super fans. And it's pretty simple. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. A stranger is somebody who doesn't know you. They just happen to see you across social media or hear about you from somebody. And so then they become a follower. They start following you on social media, and then they start listening to your music. They will go and listen to it over on their favorite streaming platform, stuff like that. And a lot of times, those three things may happen all at once. Somebody may see your content on social media, like the content, like not actually hitting the button, but actually enjoy the content. They may start following your profile, go to your, Spotify or whatever, start listening to your stuff and follow you over there. That may happen immediately. Or a lot of times what happens is these strangers, you got to get up in front of them multiple times before they'll even check out your music and become a listener. They may even follow you, right? They may follow you and see what you're doing, see what you're about. Because a lot of people are cautious because, nowadays everybody's out here trying to be a used car salesman with their art as musicians, and they're just trying to sell, right? It's not about that. It's about building a community. Now, I've called it a cult-like following before, and somebody in the comment section on one of my YouTube shorts happened to point that out. They're like, man, whenever you say cult, I just think of like Jim Jones and shit like that, and not the rapper, but like the actual like the cult, the Heaven's Gate shit. And I'm like, I think about blind followers. I don't want that. I want a community of fans or a family. And I'm like, well, I get what you're saying, but when we build a cult, we're actually just trying to build our followers who will spread the word about us. But in reality, I mean, they kind of had a point. It's about building a community. And in order to build that community, you have to give. It's just like any religion, any community organization. They don't immediately start asking for donations. They usually, do good. They give out stuff. They do good in society and help people first. And then after they're done helping people, they're like, hey, if you'd like to donate, this is go to us helping more people like this, right? And as an entertainer, you gotta do the same thing. Sorry, my dogs are chasing a squirrel. But you gotta do the same thing. You gotta just entertain, and sometimes entertain some more before you are able to ask them to take an action. Whether it's sharing your music, whether it's listening to it, whether it's giving you money in any kind of way. You have to build that sense of community and that trust and that connection with these strangers to turn them into followers and then fans and super fans. So again, the stranger to follower to listener could all happen at once, but a lot of times you have to entertain people and show them what you're really made of before they will take the time to actually go and listen to your music. But once they're a listener, now you're actually starting to get them into you a lot more, because now you're becoming more of a part of their day. Especially if they start listening to you and following you on Spotify or subscribe to your YouTube or whatever. They're starting, add you to their playlist, which is definitely key. A lot of people, real quick, are all concerned about getting on these big playlists with thousands of listeners and stuff like that. To get that exposure and to get those streams and all that. But when you get on those big playlists, it's very rare for you to get added to people's individual playlists from there. Okay? Very rare. And it's statistically proven. I mean, anybody who gets on a playlist with, 1,000 or 10,000 fucking listeners, you will not get more than 100. Shit, a lot of times you won't get more than like 10 or 15 individual playlist ads off of that campaign. However, if you market directly to individuals with your entertaining and engaging content, then they will be a lot more likely to hit that save button on your song, to add it and other songs in your catalog to their individual playlists. And that goes so much further, because now Spotify especially, but all these other platforms start learning, oh wait, these are the type of people that like this song. Look how much they really like it. They're listening to it, they're saving it, they're adding it to their personal playlist. They really like the song. It's not just that they listen to that one song 15 times in one day. It's that they're saving it. They're adding it to their playlist, their personal playlist, and that's where it really activates the algorithm. Everybody's always, oh yeah, I mastered the algorithm. Really? Then how come you only had 4 playlist ads in the last month? Or even in the last 2 or 3 months? You ain't mastered shit. Everybody's so worried about the big playlists. That's not where it's at. Anyway, after you get people to become listeners and followers of you, then you want them to be fans. And the way that you get them to be fans, somebody will signify they're a fan of yours when they sign up to be a part of your email newsletter, direct communication campaign, whatever you want to call it, right? Where you're directly communicating to your fans via email on a weekly or maybe even daily, if you want to be hardcore, but on a weekly bare minimum basis. That's where you can talk directly to them. And I've said it before, but on social media and even on streaming platforms, the people who follow you, doesn't matter if you got hundreds or thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers on social media and even streaming, you're only going to be able to get in front of about 10% of them whenever you create a new post or even release a new song on Spotify, right? If you got 100,000 followers on Spotify and you release a new song, it's very rare that you're going to pop up in the recommendation or even get a notification or anything like that from, 10% of your fucking followers are not going to see it. Excuse me. However, if you have email direct communication with them, you're able to have 40, 50, 60% communication rate where they are getting your email and opening it, and maybe even interacting with it as well too, by clicking links or by replying back to you and having a conversation back. Building that direct communication is really, really where it's at. And I'm not saying to not be on social media and streaming platforms and just only focus on email, because that's not it either. You got to use these social media platforms and streaming platforms for what they are, which is marketing and advertising avenues. And so you have to use them to get those strangers down the fan journey. Now, after they have gotten in with your email direct communication system, whatever you want to call it, right? It's my community, my family newsletter, whatever you want to call it, right? To get them to be from fans to super fans, all it takes is for them to give you money in some way, shape, or form. Either direct donation, which I recommend everybody have a PayPal donate option on their website, to where people can just donate whatever they feel, right? You just have it available. Hey, if you want to, I got a donate option. You can donate however much you want to. I appreciate the love, right? And then whenever they donate, communicate directly with them and say, hey, I really appreciate that donation. And just, you don't have to mention how much it was, because, if it was $1, okay, it's $1. If it was $100, okay, cool, it's $100. But you say, hey, I really appreciate that donation. yada yada. Say something that's genuine to you, and actually communicate with them. But besides donations, you can also have, you can sell your music to them, direct download, or different pieces of merchandise, and that's when they become a super fan. And that's what we want, is people to go down this journey. However, the first place you got to start is with the give before you even have an ask. Okay? So I've developed a course that's free right now until June 15th, 2024. It depends on, it's got to stay the year because it depends on whenever you see this video, right? I got a course that's available. It's absolutely free till June 15th, 2024. And it's called TikTok Style Music Videos. Okay? And it's where I show you how you can create 30 days worth of content for social media in as little as one day. All right, this course is only about an hour and a half worth of videos. It's not that complicated. It's very, very simple, but I walk you through not only how to create these, TikTok style music videos, and it's not just for TikTok either. It's the style that TikTok revolutionized of content, short form video content. But I also walk you through a lot of the strategy behind this, where we're talking about, hey, have 30 days worth of content. Be posting short form, engaging and entertaining content every single day on all the platforms, all 5. And when you do that, you will see raw, real, organic growth. And I'm not talking about, actually in the course, I specifically state, do not say stream now, buy now, out now, none of that shit. You are just putting out entertaining and engaging content that speaks directly to your style, your fan base, and you're just putting it out there for them. And you're having the communication with them in the comments. When they share your stuff, you're giving them genuine comments back. Hey, I appreciate the share, appreciate the comment, whatever. You're having real communication with them, and it'll grow. People will start organically adding you to their playlist. They'll start organically just going and finding your music. You ain't have to tell them. All you gotta do is do what you're supposed to do as an entertainer. That's entertain. That's all you're supposed to do. And, the business aspect is secondary. So you have the business all set up to where people can just go down that fan journey, right? You have a website, have your email marketing integration to where you can have that email direct the email direct communication with them. You have all that back end stuff set up for the business portion. And then on the front end, you just entertain people and they will come. I'm telling you, they will come so hard. I'm just kidding. They will start coming, and you will grow. And it'll be a real raw organic growth. And when you first start out, you may only get an extra 10 or 15 listeners on your streaming platforms. You may only end up getting an extra, a few dozen followers or something like that. A few subscribers here and there. But that shit starts compounding every single month while you are running the strategy that I teach you in the TikTok Style Music Videos course. So go check it out. It's absolutely free until June 15th, 2024. ApexMusicSystems.com. If you haven't checked out Apex Music System, make sure you go check it out. And when you go and you get this course, make sure that you pair it with the AI description generator as well too. This is what's going to help you get a real description that's going to help activate that algorithm and engage with your fans even more, because they're going to see the description. But go out there, give, then ask here and there. Right? Have the availability for people just to want to support you, because that's where you're going to get the real support. Get off these fucking playlists. Get away from these playlists, because I don't know if y'all have seen the news here lately, but a lot of people have been starting to get kicked off of these different platforms for being on all these bot playlists. They're really starting to do a crackdown, making way for, these royalty rate hikes. Everybody's so excited, like, oh, We're finally going to start getting paid, more, 1 penny per stream instead of a fraction of a penny per stream. Okay, if you want that, you better get your shit straight, because they're not going to be giving 1 penny per stream payouts to people who are running bots and stream teams. You got your fucking mind. They're not going to be paying that. For 1,000 fucking plays, that's they're not going to be paying you for that. Okay, they're not going to be paying you 1 penny per stream for tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of streams every month that are not legitimate. So you better get your shit right. You better start building that organic content creation base with my TikTok music video creation course. All right, it's got creation plus strategy. I show you everything. I even show you how I did it over 1 month with some simple shit with no money. All right, this is absolutely free course, and I teach you how to do all this shit absolutely for free. If you want to spend money on it, you want to start putting some money behind some boosts and stuff like that, go for it. You want to start doing some ads, all good too. But bare minimum, start out posting every day. And it's not that hard. Like I said, you could take 1 day a month, sometimes 2. Just depends on your day, obviously. But you can do it in as little as 1 day a month. You can be out there creating all this content, clipping it, scheduling it up on all the platforms, and then you have the rest of the month to just keep creating that great music that you create, engaging with your fans, living your life. You don't have to worry about being on social media every single day just to try to activate that algorithm. You can do it pretty damn near close to hands-free. So, ApexMusicSystem.com, go check out that course. Again, it's free only until the 15th. After that, it's going to be a paid course. You're going to have to pay for it in order to get it. So yeah, make sure if you want some shit for free, go and get it for free right now. ApexMusicSystem.com, TikTok style music video course. Y'all have a good one.